1, 2, 3, 4, 8. His one star is C8 speech. And welcome, Mike.
How much is it worth for $100? A telephone card? 4 bottles of soda? Or 2 lotteries that have chance to win a prize? $100 for me was not only the memory of my childhood, but a memory of my beloved grandmother. When I was a kid, I was born in a family with 3 generations. My parents were busy working, so my grandma stayed with me most of my childhood. Every day in the morning, she always gave me $100 for allowance. After school, she always told me to give the rest of the money to the people who need it, such as handicapped, disabled, or the people in poverty. So $100 for me in the past was not only the money I could use, but a way to help people who need help. After growing up as a teenager, I didn't behave very well. I did lots of awful things, like skipping classes, jumping out of school to play video games, or even hanging out with friends until night. My grandma noticed, but she didn't know what to do. She was just an old lady, hoping her grandson to be all right. The only thing she could do was to give me $100, hoping me that I can use the money on the right place. As a teenager, it was embarrassing to take the money from grandma in front of my friends. You take the money from your grandma? You are such a brat! I feel ashamed. Then I took the money away, shook out her hand, and ran away. I broke her heart. I still remember her disappointing eyes, the trembling, wrinkled hand. From that time, she only put $100 in the closet in case that I felt embarrassed taking money from her. I felt so guilty, but I just didn't know what to do. And I just pretended that everything was okay. Then I took the money away. I turned my eyes blind. After 2 years, my grandma got sick seriously. Then she stayed in hospital for treatment. One day, when I sneaked into the closet to take the money away, I thought of my grandma in the hospital. And I stared at $100 for a long while. Then I realized that as long as I take this money away, there will be no one to treat me like this. Then I realized that I should not waste my life fall around like this. I should not break her heart anymore. Then I determined myself, make up my mind to study hard day and night, tried to make up what I've lost in the last years. And I would like to show that she would never worry about me anymore. Then I got success in the exam, and I entered in the Taichung First Senior High School. When I went to the hospital to tell her this good news, she couldn't hear anymore. I grabbed her hand. It was wrinkled, but cold and skinny. I would like to tell her what I've done, how I've changed. But she couldn't talk anymore. There were too many things to do, too much words to say, but the only things left was sorrow and regret. Several years later, I came back home to my hometown, got together with my family. We talked about lots of things in the past, including in memory of my grandma. Then I thought of something came into my mind. Then I sneaked into the closet to see if there's something in my memory. Then I found this. $100 was still in the closet. I will not only put it right here, I will put it right here. It will always remind me that I should treat people well, how I turned myself to a new leaf, and a love for my grandma. How much is it worth for $100? Toastmaster of the day.
I think your grandma is proud of you. Please, everybody, stand up. Give me a grandma's applause.